Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I am presenting my topic Baudevard flow of hybrid nanofluid over a permeable disc with solar irradiation. This slide shows the outline of my presentation. I will begin with the introduction, then mathematical modeling and formulation. After that, I will explain the numerical scheme and solution methodology. Finally, I will share the results, conclusion and references. Let's begin with the basic concept of fluid. A fluid is any substance that flows when force is applied. It includes liquid and gases. Examples are petrol, honey, juice, water and perfume. Now moving toward the concept of nanofluid. A nanofluid is a fluid in which very small nanoparticles are suspended in a base fluid. These particles improve the fluid's ability to transfer the heat. Next, we discuss the hybrid nanofluid. A hybrid nanofluid contains more than one type of nanoparticle mixed in the base fluid. This combination further enhances the thermal properties compared to a simple nanofluid. Now, I will explain the concept of a permeable disc. A permeable disc is a surface that allows fluid to pass through it. In our study, the disc is stationary but fluid can move through it due to suction or injection. This permeability affects the flow behavior above the disc. Now coming to the concept of a Baudevard flow. Baudevard flow occurs when a fluid rotates above a stationary disc. The disc is not moving but the fluid far away is rotating with a constant angular velocity which creates a boundary layer flow toward the disc. Next we look at suction and injection. Suction occurs when fluid is pulled toward the disc. Due to lower pressure, injection occurs when fluid is pushed away from the disc. These techniques are used to control the flow behavior in the system. Now let's discuss permeability. It measures how easily a fluid can pass through a porous surface. A surface with larger or more holes is highly permeable, allowing fluid to pass through more easily. Next, we discuss solar irradiation and absorption factor. Solar irradiation provides heat energy to the fluid. The absorption factor measures how much of this solar energy is absorbed by the fluid. It directly affects the temperature distribution and enhances heat transfer in the hybrid nanofluid. Now let's look the assumption used in this study. We assume steady, incompressible and axisymmetric flow of a hybrid nanofluid over a permeable stationary disc. The fluid is viscous, properties are constant and solar irradiation is considered. This diagram shows the setup of our problem, the Baudevard flow over a permeable disc with solar irradiation with suction injection. Here is a stationary disc. Here is a stationary disc. Here is a fluid rotating above the surface. And these arrows shows the direction of suction and injection. The diagram shows how the hybrid nanofluid flows toward or away from the disc, while solar irradiation adds heat to the system. You can see that suction pulls the fluid toward the disc, reducing boundary layer thickness, while injection pushes it away. Now we move the mathematical formulation of the problem. First is continuity equation. The continuity equation ensures the conservation of mass. It tells us that the fluid entering a region equals the fluid leaving a region, keeping the fluid incompressible. Momentum equation, radial, tangential, axial coordinates. The momentum equation describes the motion of the fluid in different directions. They balance the viscous forces, pressure and the effects of the rotating fluid above the stationary disc. Suction or injection at the disc surface also affects these equations. Energy equation. The energy equation governs heat transfer in the fluid. It includes conduction, convection and heat added by solar irradiation. The presence of hybrid nanoparticles enhances thermal conductivity, affecting the temperature distribution. Now we look at the boundary conditions applied to our problem. Boundary conditions define the behavior of the fluid and temperature at the disk surface and fall from it. At the disk surface, the velocity and temperature are specified, including suction or injection effects. Fall from the disk, the fluid velocity approaches the free stream value and temperature reaches the ambient. Now we look at the thermophysical properties of hybrid nanofluid. Thermophysical properties include density, viscosity, thermal conductivity, and specific heat capacity. These properties determine how the fluid flows and transfer heat. In a hybrid nanofluid, adding two types of nanoparticles enhances thermal conductivity, improving heat transfer compared to a simple nanofluid. Now we apply similarity transformation to simplify our governing equations. These transformations convert the partial differential equations into an ordinary differential equations. This simplification reduces the complexity of the problem and makes it suitable for numerical solution. Next, we discuss the boundary conditions applied to our problem. Boundary conditions define the behavior of the fluid and temperature at the disk surface and fall away from it. At the disk surface, the velocity and temperature are specified, including effects of suction and injection. Fall from the disk, the fluid velocity approaches the free stream value and the temperature reaches the ambient value. Now we define the dimensionless parameters used in our study. Dimensionless parameters are ratios that simplify the governing equations and helps to generalize the results. For example, they include stretching parameter, Prandtl number, constant mass flux parameters, and absorption factor and irradiance factor. These parameters allows us to analyze the effects of various physical factors on velocity and temperature without depending on specific unit. Now we discuss the numerical scheme used to solve the equations. We use MATLAB BVP4C method to solve the ODEs obtained from the similarity transformation. This method is efficient for BVPs and allows accurate calculations of velocity and temperature. This scheme applies the boundary conditions and iteratively solves the convergence is achieved. If convergence is achieved. This slide shows the boundary conditions and iteratively solves the equations. This slide shows the flow chart of our numerical solution using MATLAB BVP4C method. The flow chart summarizes the solution process. First, we define the equations and boundary conditions. Next, initial guesses are provided for the solution. Then the BVP4C solver iteratively computes the velocity and temperature profile until solution is converges. Finally, the results are obtained for analysis. Next, we summarize the solution methodology in this study. First, we formulated the governing equations for hybrid nanofluid flow. Then, similarity transformation were applied to reduce the equations to ODEs. Boundary conditions and dimensionless parameters were defined, and finally BVP4C numerical scheme in MATLAB was used to solve the equations and obtain velocity and temperature profile. Now we move to the results and discussion of our study. This graph shows the radial velocity profile with different suction and injection values. The horizontal axis in the distance from the disk and the vertical axis is the velocity. We see that flow is radially near the surface. We see that increasing suction reduces the boundary layer thickness, pulling the fluid closer to the disk, while injection increases it. Graph 2 shows the effect of stretching parameter lambda on radial velocity profile. The horizontal axis is the distance from the disk and vertical axis in radial velocity. As lambda increases, the radial velocity near the disk increases, showing that stretching the disk accelerates the fluid flow. Graph 1 shows a negative region of radial velocity in case of injection, indicates that the flow is radially inward near the surface disk. Graph 2 shows that as lambda increases, the radial velocity near the disk increases, showing that stretching the disk accelerates the fluid flow. Graph 3 shows with the increasing section, the tangential velocity is increased, subsequently causing an increase in centrifugal force. Graph 4 shows the flow was radially outward, resulting in the reduction of the axial flow. Graph 5 shows it presents the different temperature profile for different values of mass flux per meters, which influences the thermal boundary layer thickness. And graph 6 shows that increasing the value of QSR, the solar irradiation per meter, rises the fluid temperature, indicating stronger heating effects in the hybrid nanofluid. We can see that as Prandtl increases, the temperature near the disk decreases slightly. This is because a higher Prandtl number means lower thermal diffusivity, so the fluid conducts heat less effectively. And we can see that as delta increases, the fluid temperature rises across the boundary layer. A higher absorption factor means more solar energy is absorbed by the fluid, enhancing the thermal energy. This slide shows the skin friction coefficient and local Nusselt number. These results show how nanoparticles affect both flow resistance and thermal performance of the hybrid nanofluid. Now we look at the skin friction coefficient values. Here is the skin friction coefficient values in table 1. Here phi 1 and phi 2 are hybrid nanoparticles. S is the mass flux per meter and lambda is the stretching per meter. The table shows that local skin friction coefficient increases with increasing values of hybrid nanoparticles, and table 2 shows that increasing the values of hybrid nanoparticles can increases the skin friction coefficients. Finally, we present the conclusion of this study. The radial velocity increases with the mass flux per meter increases. For a fixed stretching per meter, boundary layer thickness decreases with higher suction and increases with injection. Temperature rises with the absorption factor and the skin friction coefficient increases, while the local Nusselt number decreases with more hybrid nanoparticles. Thermal boundary layer thickness also increases with higher solar irradiations, and these are the key references that support our study. Thank you.